Hello, YouTubers. The new time travel Jaime 88. I'm back with another Doctor Who DVD review. And yes, we're still celebrating Doctor Who's 50th anniversary. Today, I'm doing another Sixth Doctor DVD story. It is Doctor Who, The Mark of the Rani. Oh boy. This is probably one of my least Doctor Who stories. It's a bit of a turkey. Yep. It's tap slow, but well directed. I agree with Tim Mayo, also known as Tesla Coils. Yeah, the least. This two-part story originally transmitted on February 2nd through the 9th, 1985. And this marks the first appearances of Kato Mara as the Rani. The story begins something is amiss in the mid-village in Killingsworth in the 19th century England. Miners are being gassed in the wash house and transformed into thugs and vandals. So, the Sixth Doctor and Perry Brown witness the phenomenon when they arrive in Killingsworth looking for a cause of some sort of distortion. He also noticed one of the rampage miner have a strange red mark on his neck. With his usual idiocy, the Doctor fossiled himself upon the local landowner, Lord Ravensworth, who, concerned by the ferocity of the local Adelaide attack, with the most passive of men suddenly turned violent and unpredictable. The answer lies in a local wash house. The Doctor's old enemy, the Master, had turned up at this key point in human history and forced his way into the presence of an old woman who runs the wash house. In another reality, a time lady known as the Rani. She is gifted chemistry and used the setup of the wash house to immunizate the miners from the distill from the neurochemical that enables sleep. This is what accounts for the red mark of the victim. These chemicals are then synthesized for use back of the Manisa's Gora, a planet she rules and which the Master visited, where her other experiments had left inhabited without ability to reset. He pursued her that they need to deal with the Doctor together, but also steal some precious brain fluid she collected to ensure her collaboration. It's a rocky partnership full of half-truth and despitation. The Master heads off to deal with the Doctor, egging on the local miners to attack his enemy and pursue something to throw the Doctor's TARDIS down the mine shaft. The Doctor, meanwhile, dressed as the miner and infiltrate the bathhouse when he soon deduce the Rani scheme. So see, it traps him, but he still challenged her ethics, promoting her to reveal she is becoming to Earth for a century to harvest her precious chemicals. The Doctor strapped into a trolley and placed on the top of the mine cart by a group of rowdy miners and pushed him down the slope. The cart rattles among its rallies fast approaching the griping entrance to the mine shaft. Luckily, the inventor George Stevenson saved the Doctor just in time. Later, the Doctor and Perry visit Stevenson and his cottage. Stevenson has planned to meeting a scientific and engineer geniusly in the village. The Doctor is worried about the wisdom of such meeting in the current circumstance. But elsewhere, the Master has so desperate to see the event takes place, he used his mind control over Stevenson's young aide, Luke Ward, to tell him to kill everyone who tried to prevent it. The Master wants to use his finest brain of the Industrial Revolution to help speed up Earth's development and then use the planet as a power base. he strikes a deal with the Rani that she may return to Earth at any time to harvest more brain fluid if she helps him to activate this. While in the village out of the way, the Doctor returned to the White House and dodged the booby trap to find the Rani's TARDIS. In her control room contained jars of preserved dinosaur embryos. She summons her ship to the old mine, working using a remote control device. While Doctor is still inside, he hides his adversary converse with the Rani Kvetz. So Doctor slips away back and sabotage the Rani's TARDIS. Stevenson and Luke seem behaving strangely. To make herself useful, Perry using her biotech knowledge to make a sleeping draught for the affected miners, but her quest for herbs leads her to Red Farm Dell. The Doctor gets in time to save her, but not before the Luke accidentally steps the miner and turns to the tree. The Doctor is surprised that the Master and Rani were lurking the edge of the dell and takes them as prisoners. While the Master's own tissue compressor eliminator, Perry is a given chance on them, but the Rani delusionist outstraps the Master, and she who is the one who enables them to escape. The Rani and the Master flee to the TARDIS, but the Doctor also developed a trick or two. He has sabotaged the navigational system and a velocity regulator, and the ship started heading out of control. In a disabled condition, one of the jars containing the embryo of the Tyrannosaurus Rex falls to the floor, and a creature begins growing. The Master and the Rani is stuck against one of the walls of the Rani's TARDIS due to the speed with they traveling, and they are helpless in the mercy of rapid age immature Tyrannosaurus. That's in a time splittage. The Doctor and Perry make an exchange with Ravensworth, who retrieve the TARDIS and access them the pearl of the brain fluid. So before his eyes, the TARDIS disappeared. So, my thoughts of the story Doctor Who and Rani. Well, it's good, but not good in places. So, good story, bad choice. Well, anyway, I give this story 3 out of 10. Yep, this is probably one of my least stories, and I agree with my good friend Tesla Coils. Let's take a look on the DVD cover. Here's the Sixth Doctor and the Rani. George Stevenson and his son in the background. The BBC old logo. The Colin Baker years, 1984 to 1986. Here's the spine. The back. Still pictures from the story. Audio commentary by actors Colin Baker, Nicola Bryant, and Kate O'Mara. Lords of Lunacy, Now and Then, Deleted and Extended Scenes, Blue Peter, Saturday Superstore, Playing with Time, DVD-ROM features, continuity, and so forth. Here's the disc for the Mark Anarani. Sadly, this story is officially going out of print in the United States. But don't worry, it'll be coming back in an old-fashioned way, or in 2014. Who knows, it might turn up as a special edition release, or an omnibus edition. Just a rumor. Anyway, that's it for this review. And to get a shout out in my next video, comment down below telling me what is your favorite Colin Baker moments on Doctor Who. Till next time, this is the new Time Travel Jaime 88 saying goodbye for now.